Hi guys, I'm back. So I just quickly wanted to tell you that I could not wait to get on here. I just love making these videos and I'm so happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. My goal for this channel is I'm trying to put out a new video every Thursday with me just talking. I want this to be natural and organic and me just being on here because I just always kind of wanted to make videos. So it's just me stepping out on faith and just actually doing it. And I'm sure everything will fall into place as I go along. Um, February has been pretty tough so far. Um, Not that anything horrible or horrendous has happened, but it's just been hard to get into the groove and the swing of things for quite a few reasons. Um, Sometimes you're just not feeling well, and things come into play and kind of mess up the plan and the schedule. But with all that said and done, I'm just happy to be back on here making another video. So, what I wanted to talk to you about today is the concept of just showing up for yourself. And when I say talk, it's kind of like I'm actually talking to myself and encouraging myself as well. So, what is this showing up for yourself? So, like so many of us set goals and we have these plans and these visions, and oh, we want to do this, or oh, we want to, maybe lose weight, oh, we want to start this, oh, we want to go here. And we just kind of say it, but we don't actually do it, or it doesn't necessarily come to fruition or come out of being just an idea or something that we said. And, I think that's just exactly what being stuck is. That's part of the reason why we're stuck a lot of the times. And, another year passes by and we're still doing the same thing. So, I said, like I started looking at myself and I started, realizing like if somebody asks me to do something for them or, asks me to show up for them in some area of their lives, whether they need help with this or they need my advice about that. I think about how much I put into making sure that I'm there and I'm available, and I do whatever I do so that I can present my best self to that person in regards to helping them reach their goals, or seeing them make their dreams become a reality. Like I show up, if you need me to look something up, I'm looking something up. If you need me to take the time to do this, I'm taking the time to do that. And I make sure if I need to show up some and be somewhere, I'm making sure that I'm showing up there on time, ready, prepared, and all this type of stuff. And then I think about the fact that I have these requests for myself as well. Times where I come to myself and I'm saying to myself, Shauna, I, I would like to do this. It's me talking to myself, if that makes sense. Shauna, I would like to do this. Shauna, I would like to lose this many pounds. Shauna, I would like to have my own business. Shauna, we need to do this, and that, and all this kind of other stuff that just kind of pops in my head. And then for whatever reason, for the longest time, I used to be like, nah, or kind of give myself some type of excuse and then talk myself out of it, and oh, it's not that big of a deal or whatever. And I know that that was reflective on, value and worth and self-interest and self-love and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just so glad that I'm at a point now where it's like I want to show up for myself. If I say, Shauna, like let's just take losing weight. If I say, Shauna, I want to lose, I don't know, 20 pounds. Let's just throw it out there. Shauna, I want to lose 20 pounds. We need to show up. Like, I need to show up and I need to say, okay, well, let's go for a walk. Let's, eat properly. Let's eat clean or something like that. And if I set the time, like I say, you know what, I'm going to wake up 6:30 tomorrow morning, and before work, I'm going to try and go for a walk, or before work, I'm going to do some light exercises, or I'm going to take the time to sit and just write down a meal plan for the week, making sure that I'm eating clean and I'm eating, things that are healthy, things that are going to contribute to my health. Instead of saying no or just brushing it off to the side, I said to myself, what would it look like if I actually made an appointment and showed up for myself and said, you know what, okay, 6:30, here we are, it's time to go. I said to myself, what would it look like if I actually did that, instead of like, you know what, I'm tired. Oh my gosh, I gotta get up and, I gotta start getting ready in a few minutes anyways, whatever, it's not going to count. I don't look that bad, I'll be all right. Like you just start giving yourself all these excuses, and yet again, you kind of don't meet that goal that you set for yourself. And I'm using weight loss as an example. I do have weight loss goals, but I'm using it as an example. You could put so many examples in that little analogy that I gave. But it's I'm just going to say, show up for yourself. Take the time, set that time aside, and like maybe even set a timer. Think about how many hours are in the day, how many minutes, how many seconds. What if you said to yourself, I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. Okay, all right. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. How about that? I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes, and for 15 minutes, starting now, or starting at, okay, let's just throw a time out there, starting at 7 p.m. For 15 minutes, I'm going to read. For 15 minutes, I'm going to maybe find some YouTube video that has like a 15-minute workout. For 15 minutes, I'm going to take 15 minutes out of this entire 24-hour day, and I'm going to write down some things that I want to see happen for my life. Please, let's start showing up for ourselves. Let's start with that 15 minutes. Let's start with that 15 minutes, and hopefully that 15 minutes turns into 30 minutes, and then that 30 minutes turns into an hour. And the next thing we know, we're setting up systems and routines and regimens so that we can meet our goals, and we can have our goals create the life that we want to live for our, like especially for ourselves, the type of life that we want for our family, that kind of thing. I just was thinking about that today, and I'm proud to say, I am proud to say that I actually have been showing up for myself, and I feel amazing. So I was using that weight loss thing for a reason. My thing is, I have lost about 10 pounds. I know I want to lose another 10 pounds. And, I was like, in order to do this, I have to show up for myself. And I did. I was like, I don't really love working out in the night, or I don't really love working out after work, because it kind of energizes me, and the next thing I know, I have all this energy and I'm flitting around doing so many things when I probably should be winding down to go to bed, to get ready to go out the next day for work. So like I personally prefer working out in the morning. getting up, working out, just knocking it out for the day. And then if I come home and I want to do some light supplemental exercises like yoga or some stretches or something like that, I could get it in. So I have been doing it. I actually wake up. Listen to my routine. I'm so proud of myself. Um, I wake up in the morning. I actually don't cringe, but I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning because that works for me. I'm okay with doing that. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes I'll read something, just for like maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, just to kind of get my mind going and stuff like that. And then after I read, I get up. First, what I was doing was I would go outside and go for a walk around my community, which ended up being about a 30-minute walk. And it works for me. Safe area, so I don't feel like anybody's going to come take me, but it's at your own discretion. Um, this morning I decided to take that up a notch, so I did some exercises. I did a round of exercise, and then I went for my walk, and then I came back. And I've been doing this for about 2 weeks straight now. I've done that for the 2 weeks, and I also have been working with my diet. So I've cut a lot of meat out of my diet. And the foods that I do eat is a lot of legumes or beans, um, leafy greens. I find recipes with that. Instead of eating regular rice, I'll eat, brown rice, quinoa, all that kind of good stuff. So I am just, sharing that example because I'm not just out here saying. All my videos this year so far have been all about, meeting goals and just making this year the best year of our lives. And I really want it to happen. So I don't plan for the videos to kind of have the same concept or message, but it's just something that's definitely been on my heart um, since the year started. And I just want to share that message with you. Whoever's out there listening to me, I hope it resonates. Sometimes you have to hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over again for it to finally get in there and you actually act off of it. So I'm hoping that that's what's happening. And yeah, I think I'm going to stop the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try and, have some more diverse videos to come. But as I said, all of that's just going to fall in place as we continue to explore this avenue called YouTube. So I'll stop it right there. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to get something encouraging and inspirational from this video. Stay blessed. You are beautiful. Thank you so much again. Bye.